For all those who were hoping for war because war drives their adrenaline, I have bad news for you. Spoiler alert, it looks like it ain't gonna happen. Peace lovers are celebrating, and more importantly, Guyanese, for now they can breathe easy. There will be no war, at least not for now. Here's why. Guyana and Venezuela reached a peace deal at a historical meeting in St. Vincent and the Grenadines this week. In signing the Argyle Peace Declaration, the presidents of the two nations agreed to 9 things. We will walk you through each of them right after this. You are watching The Final Takeaway, where we analyze information and facts and provide opinions on matters of interest across the globe. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date with any subject matter of interest to you. One more thing, a massive thank you to all of you who subscribed and helped this channel gain recognition from YouTube as one of the fastest growing channels. We are now a YouTube partner, and it has only been 20 days since we launched the channel. It's all because of you. We have great things in store for you as well. Also, if my voice sounds weird, I am recovering from the flu, so do bear with me. Okay, let's get to the reason why we are here today. Guyana's President Irfan Ali alongside Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro came to an agreement or compromise at a meeting on Thursday. The meeting focused on discussions on matters that have to do with Essequibo, which is a territory controlled by Guyana since 1899, but whose sovereignty is being disputed by Venezuela ever since. Both Maduro and Ali maintained their position on the land boundary and rights over Essequibo. However, Maduro managed to put his differences and massive ego aside for now and agreed that maintaining peace in the region takes priority over Venezuela's obsession with conquering Essequibo. We don't know for how long Maduro will keep the peace, but we may agree that it's in the best interest of all the parties that this matter be laid to rest for eternity. I don't believe Guyana or Venezuela wants a war, regardless of having allies to defend their nations. The idea of civilian casualties is unfathomable, because the truth of the matter is, it's the innocent bystanders, the citizens, and the defenseless men, women, and children that are most vulnerable in war. They suffer the most when heads of governments cannot control their oversized egos. War is about ego more than anything else, and it is the people of the countries that suffer the most. Everyone hopes the Joint Declaration was signed in good faith, and that good sense and peace will prevail. Before we turn to what's in the peace deal, we'd like for you to send us suggestions for topics you would like us to cover. Skip over to our Facebook page and send us your ideas. Thank you. Now to the Argyle Declaration, formerly called the Joint Declaration of Argyle for Dialogue and Peace between Guyana and Venezuela. All parties attending the meeting at Argyle, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines reiterated their commitment to Latin America and the Caribbean remaining a zone of peace. Guyana and Venezuela declared and agreed to these 9 things. 1. That both countries will not threaten or use force against one another whatsoever, including regarding the current controversy over Essequibo. Number 2, that the controversy between Guyana and Venezuela will be resolved with the help of international law, including the 1966 Geneva Agreement. Number 3, that they are committed to being good neighbors who will coexist peacefully and maintain the unity of Latin America and the Caribbean. Number 4, the two countries acknowledge their differences regarding the role of the International Court of Justice in making decisions about the border quarrel. In other words, they've agreed that the World Court has the power to determine who should control Essequibo. Number 5. The two nations will continue discussion on matters that are of interest to both of them. Number 6. The countries agreed to refrain from doing anything that would make matters worse between them, and the border controversy in particular. If one of the countries go against this agreement, the other will seek the help of the Caribbean community, which is CARICOM, the Community of Latin America and the Caribbean, CELAC, and the President of Brazil to help restore the peace. Number 7. Guyana and Venezuela have agreed to immediately set up an agency to address matters they both agreed to. Number 8. Both states agreed that the Prime Minister Ralph Gonzalez, member of CELAC and CARICOM, members, the President of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, and named members of the United Nations will continue their role in helping to maintain peace between Guyana and Venezuela. And number 9. Both states agreed to meet again in Brazil within the next 3 months, hopefully, or at a time agreed upon, for further talks on matters pertaining to their views on the border dispute. The Argyle Peace Declaration was signed on December 14, 2023, and is widely seen as a successful step in the way forward. Also remember, the dispute is in the hands of the ICJ, the border dispute. The ICJ, Guyana asked the ICJ to make a final ruling on who has sovereignty over Essequibo, means who owns and who has the right to control Essequibo. The 1899 arbitral award has decided that Guyana had sovereignty, but Venezuela has always disputed that fact. And again, the ICJ is not going to decide. Basically, it's going to decide the case on the merits. It's not going back on the 1899 arbitral award. I suppose they're going to look at everything and to maybe look to see if there were any procedural irregularities that could have made the decision biased. Now, the final takeaway does not in any way wish to be a party pooper, but we have to ask this provocative question simply because the reality of the situation is Venezuela has its eyes on Guyana's oil reserves. We're talking billions of dollars and the potential to have a gross domestic product growth that can exceed 30% based on experts in economics. Does anyone think this peace deal would stop Maduro or any future Venezuelan president from reigniting the dispute over Essequibo? Do you really think it takes just one itty-bitty meeting with Irfan Ali to muzzle this guy? Maduro couldn't even look Guyana's president in the eye. What's that about anyway? Share your thoughts in the comment section. I can't wait to hear from you. Like, subscribe, and share the videos across your social media platforms to spread awareness. I really appreciate all of you who already subscribed. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.